start it off.
Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about this a little bit earlier, and I was thinking about, people working out, myself personally. So when I first started working out, I was definitely extrinsically motivated because I was just looking at, people online on Instagram and magazines, and I was like, man, I want to look like that. I want to get recognition from other people with my work. So I started working out and then got fit and started posting on Instagram, I did become a personal trainer. And I was like, oh, well, the thing to do is just post my body on Instagram, and that's what attracts people. And it did attract people, and I built like a small following, but then at one point I just realized that this wasn't for me and that it wasn't healthy for me to seek recognition from other people who I don't even know online. So then I started to shift my mindset or flip the switch. Wait, switch the flip?
Switch flip.
Switch the flip. I said it correct.
I was waiting.
No, it's wrong. I switched the flip. And then I started to focus more on how I felt and, just being healthy overall and my functionality, my mobility, my strength, and less on looks. So at one point I was extrinsically motivated, and then I switched to more intrinsically. Yeah.
And Randy said that before. Randy said that before, that you can kind of switch and you can learn from like the other side of it and everything. And I think it's really important to be able to like adapt to that, because depending on your career field, for example, or just what you're doing day to day, depending on what you're doing, you might be an extrinsic person, but guess what? Maybe you work for like a tech company where you just sit in a cubicle and you don't really talk to people. And it's like you finish your project and your boss is like, okay, cool. You need, like, if you're an extrinsic person and you need that from like the outside reward, at that point you kind of have to be like, okay, I need to start doing this for myself. I need to finish this project because I want to finish it myself. Because like you just have to adapt to your environment. Otherwise you're just going to be depressed all the time.
Yeah, and I think we're almost painting extrinsic in a bad sense, and it's not. Like if you didn't have that extrinsic motivation, you would have never got fit. Like you would have never started that. So it is a good thing.
I
like
think
Talon said,
all...
though, it's just about shifting it. Like once you hit a certain point, like, do you really need that validation from other people, or do you find it within yourself to then validate yourself and like motivate yourself?
Yeah, and that brings me to one big point is being extrinsically motivated. It can give you a lot of drive and momentum to like build up to a goal. So like posting on Instagram, that's always there. There are always people on there to see what I'm posting. So that extrinsic motivation was constantly there. I didn't have a problem being consistent with my workouts, and that's like a big factor that plays into all of this, right? Consistency. So I was super consistent for years, and I built the body I wanted and all that. And then one thing I found out is it's easier, at least personally, I think in my journey, it was easier being consistent with that extrinsic motivation. It's a little more difficult sometimes with that intrinsic mindset, because there's not always going to be someone there to pat you on the back, if you're not displaying your workout for everyone to see. So that then you have to start thinking about your why. When you're starting to shift into that intrinsic mindset, you need to think about your why, and your why ultimately has to be bigger than the suffering that comes between the work and the goal. Yep, and that was a huge realization for me.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this clip and want to see more, click the link below or head over to our channel, like, subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date on the most current lessons learned content. See ya!